is up to me, these lames is upset. My peers get upstaged, the fans are obsessed. My city is upcoming, his people are oppressed. And I'm gonna change things. I'm up at Carmichael's trying to get on the same page. I heard about the rapper that you claim was a mainstay. They had a nice run, but they never gonna maintain because they don't love it, 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 they don't love it.
Just a gorgeous fall afternoon in the heart of Texas. No weather to speak of. Sun out, roof open. Yes, yes, and yes. A great day for football at AT&T Stadium in Arlington. Today, boy, what a matchup. Two NFL franchises with so much history, so much tradition, getting set to do battle here. As it'll be the Las Vegas Raiders taking on the Dallas Cowboys. And able to get this across the 20, but not much further as he's dropped it to 23-yard line.
Let's go. Ready.
They'll run with Pollard to begin the drive. And not a whole lot of room to operate there on the first down run. He gets maybe 3. You look at this Raiders defense. Now they're squarely in the middle of the pack against the run this year, number 16 in the NFL.
They're not an elite unit. They're not, as what you'd say, the top part of the league against the run. They're a solid group, though. They do a good job.
Okay, ready?
What they're looking for in this one, though, is an elite performance.
Shotgun now for Lance. Flushed out right. He throws it on the move, but can't connect as that falls incomplete.
Well, he certainly did a nice job improvising there, extending the play, hoping someone would come open downfield, but they never did.
A tough spot here on their opening drive. This is 3rd and 7. And Lance now to throw. Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. And he will have a Cowboys first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
That's good for a Cowboys. 1st and 10 at the 46-yard line.
Lance now on 1st down. Throwing the out route incomplete. It's Ferguson. And he'll work it across midfield inside the 45. A good gain again. That's now 31 yards combined on those last 2 plays. So here's a 1st and 10 now in Raider territory at the 44-yard line.
52 blaster. Set.
Now Lance again. Swinging this out for Pollard. And this time he's able to take it down to the 42. The Cowboys at 1-7 now on the year. Yeah, they've lost 3 straight here, and it kind of goes without saying, I guess, but they could certainly use a win.
Yeah, no doubt about that. There's a difference between a losing stretch and a losing streak, and right now, they're not playing their best football, but if they were to fall here, and now you're looking at going 4 games without a win, things can start compounding themselves pretty quickly from this point forward. I think he had to unload that one before he wanted to. He was right up in his grill. I think he was a dentist there without a license, don't you?
Just not enough time for the play to develop. Just lucky it wasn't a fumble, really. And this pass broken up. And the contact well timed there, and now 4th down.
Well, that's one way you take away a 1st down as a defender. Make sure you have a little bit of physical play when the ball gets to the receiver. Find a way to jostle it free. They caught him off guard, forced the incompletion.
And just a single punt for him in the loss last week as he sends this one away. And a nice special teams job here. This is going to be down inside the 10 at the 7-yard line.
I absolutely love the flexibility of these punters. Their leg drive, able to get it way up in the air. And that allows their punt team to get down there and down it inside the 10 because they've had some time.
Check 2.
Now a play fake here on first down. He gets this to Davante Adams. And he'll take this across the 25 before going out of bounds. An ideal beginning of the drive there as they'll get 20 and a first down. That catch puts him 80 away from 1,000. He's now at 920, and 920, that ties him with Torrey Holt.
That's a great name to remember, but the number 920 almost boggles the mind, doesn't it? You're talking about 80 catches away from 1,000. What a phenomenal achievement. If he gets there, I have no reason to believe he won't.
He was well over 100 yards last week. He told us this week, a little ambitious, that he wants to hit that 200 mark. We'll see.
Makes sense, though, doesn't it? Have we ever run into a running back that had a great game the week before that didn't think that's just going to naturally continue? Just make sure you feed me the football. And that's what they're all about. Continuity, rhythm, number of carries. Just keep giving it to him.
And he'll lose yardage here, going down back at the 28. Defensively, they rally the troops to force fourth down after that 7-yard pickup back on first. Here's A.J. Cole now to punt this one away. And now the up man has it. It's a fake. And this is going to be a Raiders first down as they'll take this up to the 38-yard line. So they snap it straight to the up man. What's his responsibility? Normally, obviously, just to protect, but he's got to be a guy that can be pretty agile, too, right?
Yeah, without a doubt, because you're talking about a guy, even in protection, he may have to slide up and down the line of scrimmage to pick up someone who comes through trying to block a punt. So you know he's got that ability to move.
It's caught inside the 25. And he will score. Touchdown, Las Vegas. Jalen Waddle hitting double digits with his 10th touchdown of the season. And the Raiders will jump on top with the game's first score here this afternoon. Extra point by Carlson, up and good. And it's now a 7-0 game. On as the Raider kickoff unit now as they will send this one away. And he'll elect not to run with it. A fair catch will move this out to the 25-yard line. About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. 1-7 their record here at the midway point of the season, and right now this organization, more than likely, if you look at it, CD, probably in for a rough second half of the season.
Well, we've seen teams turn things around in other places. I mean, we've seen 1-7 first halves turn into 5-3 second halves, but with this squad, I think these guys aren't playing to get into the playoffs. They're playing for their jobs. So's the coaching staff. They're coaching for theirs. Front office trying to keep theirs. The heat is on from all directions. And what's interesting is a lot of these guys are playing for jobs and trying to keep their positions. It might be just in the league in some other spot.
Throwing his Lance on third down. Oh, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted. And the return here will go to the 31-yard line. Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10.
Black Ultra.
They'll try and start this drive in the air. Escaping the pressure right. And he wisely will throw that one away. You look at this Cowboy defense. They enter play here, number 11, just outside the top 10 in the league in stopping the run.
I still crack up a little bit after we left our meeting with the defensive coordinator, because I said to you, stop me if you've heard this before. How about him saying, well, first order of business, we got to stop the run. Of course you do. He's got a good unit. But facing the number 1 rushing team, they have to stop that in order to have a good performance.
Well, they approached this drive with a lot of confidence after the last one ended up as a touchdown. But incompletions on their first 2 throws has them huddling up and trying to figure out a big play here on third down to get their momentum going again.
Now yet another incompletion here as they fail to connect on third.
Oh, that's going to hurt a bit because they needed to come through with a completion there. Now a drive that started with great field position is pacing fourth down.
Carlson able to put this one through. So he's been automatic to this point of the season, and he connects on the field goal there.
And what a
luxury it is to have a kicker you can depend upon, partner, because he hasn't missed all year long. Converts on that one as well. And kudos to you. You didn't jinx him.
Fair catch going to be taken, and this will be moved out to the 25.
Cowboys take over first and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Dallas offense here set to begin the drive. They'll look to get something started. They need to, down 10-0 early as they've got it 1st and 10. He'll buy some time right. He'll find Hodgins there complete. And he gets this up to the 34 out of bounds there. So the completion results there in 9 yards. And they'll have a 2nd and 1 forthcoming.
Ready.
Now a shotgun handoff to Pollard. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. Here's 3rd and 3.
A loss of 2 yards. It's now 3rd down and 3.
Ready.
Working from the gun. Lance. Oh, he put it on the carpet, a fumble. But it looks like one of the DBs has it. And they are going to set up shop at the 40-yard line. All fumbles are costly, but that one really hurts because he had the first down.
Yeah, that's all he needed, right? But the problem is we coach these guys to try and get more, but that doesn't count if you don't bring the ball with you, does it?
He'll let this go deep for Waddle. Touchdown! Jalen Waddle. 2 catches, 2 touchdowns here so far. And the Raiders are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead. Extra point by Carlson, up and good. And that makes our score 17-0.
Cowboys nothing.
So an early advantage now and a good one. 17-0 our scores. They kick this one away. He will return this from deep in the end zone. And he will be taken down here as the first quarter of play will come to an end. 17-0 our score after 1.
Cowboys nothing.
About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. They are looking to make a bit of a 180. They are sputtering right now.
And frankly, I think it's time to call your playmakers together and say, all right, guys, we're going to lean on you through this patch. We need you to get us back on track and get us going in the right direction. So you're calling plays geared to them. Not necessarily what you look at your plays, oh, this hurts the defense. I want the ball in the hands of X, Y, and Z and see if we can move forward.
So don't get too cute. Go to the playmakers.
It's a nice completion, a little bit of run after catch as well to create the yardage that they got. But it is so tough to cover that route, the drag route, because they run it at varying speeds. Because the key is to create hesitancy on the defender's part. Always so empathetic for those DBs, aren't you?
That is not going to be any help as they dump him behind the line of scrimmage.
An interesting and intriguing decision there defensively because they kept extra DBs on the field despite seeing the multiple tight end look that came out for the offense.
I thought they were going to switch out of it. I didn't know if they felt they didn't have time or what the case was.
Well, in any event, the extra speed allowed for great penetration as they stuffed that one behind the line of scrimmage.
They call that a punt of 38 yards officially, and it'll be Raiders football 1st and 10.
At their own 42-yard line.
The Raider offense set to get this drive started. Well, partner, you know, coaches always say that every play is designed to score a touchdown. Sometimes that's not really true, but last drive, that was the case. One play to get into the end zone, and now they'll try to duplicate that success here.
And it's rare for those moments to happen. Incredible when they do. And you saw the celebration. Pure, unbridled joy after that one.
So from Cowboy territory now, here's 1st and 10 at the 32-yard line. They'll look to throw here. Right back to Jalen Waddle for another catch. The Cowboys going to use their 2nd timeout now. That's their 2nd, so they'll have 1 remaining here in this 2nd quarter. We'll be right back. 4 minutes to play here in quarter number 2. Now back to throw. He's got it. Touchdown Raiders. Jalen Waddle on his way to a monster game. 3 first-half touchdowns. And the Raiders are able to widen their lead here in this first half. Extra point by Carlson, up and good. And the rout is on here in this first half.
Cowboys nothing.
The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. This taken in at the goal line. And he will be brought down here inside the 20. Good coverage as he's dropped at the 17.
Ready.
The Dallas offense here set to begin the drive. Well, CD, you kind of feel like they're in a bit of a danger zone right here because now you're down 3 scores. And I know we're in the first half, but the way this offense hasn't been able to generate anything, you feel like they probably need to get something going on this drive, right?
Yeah, and sometimes I overuse that this is an important possession, but I think this has to be the possession where they come up with an answer because only a few teams in league history have ever come back from a 4-score deficit, and if they don't score here, that's what they could be facing the next time they get the ball.
And they're able to get this one across the 35. It's a gain of 12, and the Cowboys pick up the first.
It's pretty easy to overlook the fullback when you're making your assignments defensively in the pass coverage game, but in this case, they made him pay for that oversight and picks up a nice gain.
Ready.
On 1st and 10, here's Lance. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
I tell you, Brandon, this defense is playing with some confidence. Haven't allowed a point yet. Flying to the football. I'm telling you, it's almost 11 to the ball on every snap. Another nice job there to force an incompletion.
Lance. Open man, the tight end, Luke Schoonmaker. And he's going to have another first down as the tackle comes at the Raiders' 37. A very solid gain of 27.
Now, that's the kind of big play you'd like to see. This first half, it hasn't gone their way, and they could use a shot in the arm, something to perk them up a bit. And they get one here in the passing game.
That's into the hands of Gallup over the middle.
Michael Gallup. It's a pickup of 3.
Here we go.
Brings
Here we
up
go.
2nd and 7.
And we've hit the 2-minute mark in this first half of action.
Come on.
2nd and 7, operating from the 34. From the gun, it's Lance. That's caught once again by Gallup. And he's going to have another first down as the tackle comes at the Raiders' 22-yard line. It's a gain of 12, and the Cowboys pick up the first.
And I don't think there's any question that this offense is going to need to hit on a few more plays like this. It's been a difficult first half for them, to say the least. And I do believe if they want to get back in this game, they need to start right now. It's kind of like making adjustments. If you try and wait until the half right here.
They work now on 2nd and 9.
At the 21-yard line.
Throwing now is Lance. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. And that's good for a gain of 6. And that'll leave them with a 3rd and 2.
Makes it 3rd and 2.
They'll come to the line, needing only 2 yards to gain the first here.
Ready.
Lance looking to throw on 3rd and 2. Oh, had his hands on it, couldn't bring it in. Pretty symptomatic of how this game's been going.
And I think they'd be well served to take that type of a physical approach against him the rest of the game. He's had his way so far, but on that last one, that worked quite well for the defense.
The offense staying out. They're going to go on 4th and 2. And they'll go for it. Lance. Oh, everything falling apart now. Another one intercepted. Picked up by Levante David. And the Raiders are going to get the ball back on the turnover as they hold on 4th down. The offense for Las Vegas about set to begin the drive. And with a 24-0 lead already in hand, really no reason to try to do anything too crazy here. They'll come out throwing here on 1st down. On the throw led him too much that time. It's incomplete. He shook his head right when he released that throw. He knew it was going to be a little off target.
Yeah, the excitement got him on that one. Wasn't able to control the fact the receiver was open, and it would have been an easy throw.
And 2nd and 10, he'll look to throw again. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
Tough series for the passing game. Things just aren't clicking. Hopefully they can come through on this play and get this series back on track with a completion for enough yardage for a first down.
On third down, here comes Jacobs. And they're going to get him down well short of the first as he can only get this to about the 19. The Cowboys signal for their third and final timeout as the clock will stop with 33 seconds to go in the first half. And he gets this away, and look at this. This is a good one. Fielded at the 20. And he'll have this past the 30 prior to going out of bounds. So a good punt, but a solid 12-yard return. And the Cowboys will take over the football with a 1st and 10. About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
Ready?
A Lance again here on 2nd and 10. And he's going to be intercepted a third time. Greedy Williams picks it off. And the Raiders are going to have it here at their own 32-yard line. 14 seconds, all that's left of this first half as they come up on first down.
Ready.
Off the play fake, he'll look to throw. This will be caught. It's Waddle. And he'll have it past midfield almost to the 40 before being taken down. That'll be marked as a 27-yard pickup.
Blue striker. Green jacket. Ready?
They'll look to throw now on first down. And he's got his man out of the backfield. That's complete. And we're going to get a timeout with 2 seconds remaining in the second quarter. And you see the clock almost empty, so this is likely the last play in the second quarter. They'll throw now on the final play. That's going to be caught. And with the clock reading zeros, he is into the end zone. What an exclamation mark to the end of this second quarter.
Indeed. Indeed. Well, my education continues in this game, I've got to tell you, because there's not an analyst in the world that would have said pass up the field goal here, go for it, and expect for it to be successful, and it was. I mean, they're playing this one just like a video game.
Especially for the final play of the first half to have the guts to do that. But I guess, what do we say? The end will justify the means, right?
No doubt about it. For you and me, we live, we learn.
Welcome back. Charles and I settled into the booth, ready for quarter number 3. The Raiders with the lead already, and they will get the football here as the second half is now underway. This is going to be returned from the middle of the end zone. And he's only going to make it to the 13-yard line and no further.
For most people, the excitement of a kickoff return is to see a long one that goes back in the opposite direction. But for the guys covering it, it's being able to stop them deep in their own territory. How about that incredible form tackle right there? Shoulder in the ball carrier, and down he goes.
And he'll manage to pick up about 4. It's second down. Now a 2nd and 6.
2nd and 6.
They'll stay on the ground with Jacobs. And he'll go down just shy of the 25 at the 24-yard line. 7 yards there and a first down.
Let's go.
And the Las Vegas first down.
Ready.
Running straight ahead is Jacobs. Nowhere to go that time. Might have gotten a yard up to the 25.
38.
And now they're in the hurry up.
Brings up 2nd and 9.
Now they'll switch it up here and look to throw. And his throw's going to be incomplete.
As a defensive back, you have some weapons at your disposal that we don't often talk about. And you can read the receiver's eyes, you can read his hands, and you know that the arrival of the ball is imminent. and that allows you to make a play on it and oftentimes knock it away.
And this has been a familiar sight all afternoon as they stop him behind the line. Here's A.J. Cole now as he'll punt it away for the second time. And this is away. It's a high kick, and he got all of it.
The Cowboys take over first and 10 at their own 11-yard line.
The Dallas offense here set to begin the drive.
CD, they certainly know the hole that they face as they begin the second half. They have to do what precious few teams have done in NFL history. That's try to come back from a 4-possession deficit.
And, partner, you know, as that team gathers, they're saying to each other, you never say never, right? Because if you're on an NFL roster, that's how you have to think. You can always come back and win a ball game. And let's face it, we saw a certain super...
And I think he's going to go. They're not going to get him. Through the middle of the field. Touchdown, Cowboys. A great effort there. 82 yards. And the Cowboys are able to make some inroads here to that deficit. And he showcased his blazing speed on that one.
Was he wearing football cleats or track spikes? Because he was gone. Big-time play. And just think about what that does if you're a receiver on the team with him. Well, that's got to open things up for you as well, because if I'm a defense, I've got to get back deeper and deeper in order to keep him in front. But I'm not sure how many can actually keep him in front with that speed.
So after the touchdown, here's Fairbairn now to kick it away.
Now this will be returned from deep in the end zone. And the decision to come out of the end zone is going to cost him 5 yards as he's taken down right at the 20. The Las Vegas offense ready to start this next drive. Still operating with a comfortable lead despite the score a moment ago as they begin 1st and 10. A good start to the drive. Here's that's caught out on the left side. And he'll get this one way up just shy of the 45-yard line. Call that a very strong gain of 24.
Jacobs going to try the middle.
And this is going to be a Raiders first down as the tackle made it about the 43-yard line.
Running lanes were at a premium in the first half, but he's able to find some room there, and he's hoping that that's a precursor of a big second half.
On first down, they go with Jacobs again. And he's dropped right at the 40. Gain of 3.
The way things have gone in this one, the running game's been something of an afterthought, and that's not been too...
Figured he in the ground game would be a bit more involved. Once again, it's Jacobs. And they get him behind the line, so that short gain on first down quickly negated. And they're going to speed things up here. On third down, he'll drop to throw. That is caught. And some room to maneuver. And he's going to have another first down here as the tackle's made at the Cowboys' 15-yard line. That gain on third down, good for 28.
So 1st and 10, and if they score on this drive, might have to start digging in our second-half blowout material.
They'll set up a throw.
Another catch there for Waddle. And the Raiders are going to have a 1st and goal as the tackle is made at about the 5.
Here we go.
First down, Las Vegas.
They'll set up to throw. And that's going to be caught for a Raider touchdown. Davante Adams, a 5-yard touchdown.
And the Raiders have opened the lead up to 30.
Extra point by Carlson, up and good. And the lead grows even larger here in the third quarter.
Cowboys 7.
Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away.
And here comes a return from a few steps into the end zone. And the decision to bring it out, not a good one, as he's tackled at the 15.
In this position, trying to get back into the game, teams are looking for a spark from their special teams. That's not what they got, though. They got a setback, and they have a long field to cover if they want to try and put points on the board.
About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense.
Ready.
Lance now on first down. Over the middle, and it's incomplete.
That certainly appeared to be a play call where they were just trying to make second down, second and short. I think they thought the coverage was off a little bit more than it was. Nice job there pressing up on it and forcing the incompletion.
Lance to throw on second down here. And his throw is incomplete.
At this point in the game, in the situation they're in, partner, these incompletions that we're seeing, they need to turn into positive snaps, and soon.
So back-to-back incompletions, and that has him staring at a 3rd and 10. Now Lance going to throw. Short pass taken in by Schoonmaker. And he's going to get this to about the 20, but that is well short of what he needed. Lance to throw for it on 4th down. He's got his target. That's complete. And he'll get this up to the 34-yard line. A curious decision to go for it, but it pays off with a first down.
First and 10 at the 34-yard line.
Here's Lance. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked off by Lavonte David. And to the 43. So down inside the 45 to the 43-yard line. That's where they'll take over.
At the 43-yard line.
Throw, 52. Set, hut.
They'll try and start this drive in the air. Flush to his right. And he's left with no option here but to throw it away.
That's tremendous field position that they were given following the turnover, but they've still got work to do to get to field goal range, and the coverage we're seeing isn't going to make it easy.
On second down, Jacobs. They do get a couple, but they'll be left staring at a 3rd and 8 coming up. And they're not going to get to the line to run another play, so we will switch ends as the 3rd quarter.
Here we go.
This offense so far on 3rd down, just 1 for 5 to this point. This is 3rd and 8. Here's Jacobs from the gun. Oh, and that one well designed as he'll take this down to the 30-yard line. That one will go as a gain of 11. Raiders having a first down as well.
And the Raiders first down.
Ready?
They will run out of the gun with Jacobs. And he stopped right at the 25 after a gain of 5.
Brandon, I've got to think this offensive line has got some smiles on its faces. And I know it sounds crazy, but they practiced for this back in training camp. They knew they'd be in situations where it'd be extra defenders in the box coming after them, trying to keep them from locking down a game. Right now, they want to show the world they're up to the challenge.
Let's go now.
They need 2. Here's 3rd down.
Brings up 3rd down.
Hut, hut.
Trying to run for it with Jacobs. What a great effort there. He's going to get this inside the 15, and they'll spot it at the 13-yard line. Nice run. 57 yards rushing for him now as he's carried it 16 times. From the 13 now, they work on 1st and 10. Here's a handoff to Jacobs. And after the good gain last play, this time they say, as he's going to be stopped behind the line of scrimmage.
A loss of a yard.
2nd and 11. Slant to Adams. And he's brought down. The pickup goes for 13 and sets him up 1st and goal.
Tell you what, partner, the way he's been slinging it in this one, I think he should be ticketed for a baseball cap and a set of headphones for the next drive. He's been absolutely sensational. But one thing we've both learned about quarterbacks in this league, they often stay on the field longer than you expect.
Striker, 3-3.
Jacobs again. Trying to find a lane, but he finds nothing but defenders. Stop for no gain at the 2-yard line. He got maybe a half yard at most, but officially they'll be left with a 3rd and 2.
His path became similar to almost running a stretch play, didn't it? Trying to find a crease, anywhere to put his foot in the ground and cut back. It just never materialized.
And this time he is in. Josh Jacobs, with now 15 rushing touchdowns on the year. And the Raiders look like they're about to put an end to their 2-game losing streak as they add on to their lead. Carlson on for the PAT. Now this one was over a while ago as they just add on to their big lead.
Raiders 45, Cowboys 7.
On is the Raider kickoff unit now as they will send this one away. But no run back here. Fair catch, and this will come out to the 25.
Cowboys take over first and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
Set, ready.
The Dallas offense here set to begin the drive. And you see a lot of frustrated faces as they are inching closer to a 4th straight loss. And now a throw on first down there, but it's incomplete.
And that's another play that's painted the picture of this game overall. It's been a blowout. It's been continually fueled by big turnovers and stops for one side and an inability to advance the ball from the other.
Set, cut.
Working from the gun, Lance. And my goodness, another interception. Picked up by Levante David. And he's going to get this one to the 23-yard line.
At the 23-yard line.
Ready.
Here's Jacobs on first and 10. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. The opening play of the drive goes backwards. Now they'll come up on 2nd and 12.
Second and 12.
52 blaster.
Now whistles here, and I believe one of the Raider linemen might have been moving. Well, this O-line's been great. They've got the big lead, so give them a pass there, I guess.
Yeah, I would think so, because if we were grading them on their performance in this game, a lot of pluses in their boxes so far.
A short gain here, maybe a yard to the 29. When we talk about defenders, specifically linebackers, keeping their eyes in the right spot, he had that eye down the entire time.
And you know that's not easily done because they throw a lot of misdirection at you. They try and fool you and get your eyes in the wrong place. But you're right about that one. He correctly figured that one out and made a really nice play.
They're going to hurry back to the line now.
At the 10-yard line.
Strike. Strike. Hut, hut.
Here's Jacobs. And he will get into the end zone. It's another touchdown. This thing is ugly. He had the burst that set up the 1st and goal, and then one play later, he's in the end zone.
Brandon, what I liked about that sequence is I'm not sure who made the play call, but they understood the situation, understood the momentum. A nice hard-charging run, give it right back to him, and let him cap things off.
On is the Raider kickoff unit now as they will send this one away. And here comes a return from the middle of the end zone. And no chance to get away as they'll get him down at about the 17-yard line.
At their own 17-yard line.
Ready.
About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. Where we stand right now in the 4th quarter, this one pretty much out of reach. And, Charles, I know they're going to be disappointed about several things through this ball game, but the self-inflicted wounds, they've had several turnovers. You would have to think that's going to be something they're going to discuss heavily in the film session in the coming days.
You're absolutely right about that, partner, because they're going to have to sit in that film room and watch every error that they made and figure out how to not do it in the future. And mentally, I think a lot of the guys are already starting to think about, okay, how do we put this behind us and get better for the next time out? This, they'll use as motivation for the rest of the time that they play to hopefully never be in this type of situation again.
11 yards and a Cowboy first down.
Cowboys first down. First and 10. That's a 43-yard
To throw, it's Lance. Pollard here once again, back-to-back catches. Defensively, a solid response after giving up back-to-back first downs. One thing I think that's safe to say defensively, the tackling's been really good.
And because of that, it's been very, very hard for them to move the ball because you're not getting the benefits of run after catch. They're tackling them almost on the spot. That means they have to run extra plays, harder to move it.
After an incomplete pass on 2nd down, that'll leave them trying to convert on 3rd and 9. Now Lance. And now here is another interception. Picked
picked off by Trayvon Merritt. And the Raiders are going to get the football here at their own 40-yard line. So good starting field position for them here as they come up 1st and 10 at the 40. They'll begin on the ground with Jacobs. And able to break one tackle, but then quickly brought down. But a nice little gain. 92 yards rushing for him now to this point. Here's 2nd and 3. A handoff. Jacobs running to the left. And shutting him off. Now open field. And he takes this one down almost all the way to the 30. 23 yards on the pickup there and a first. And carries like that, that's how they're going to continue to salt this thing away here, Charles, in the 4th quarter.
Yeah, how about that? A new set of downs. Clock continues to move. No better way to close out a game than to tap those mastodons you have up front and say, guys, keep pounding them. Let's keep the ball, keep their offense on the sidelines, and let's close this one out.
First down, Raiders.
Ready?
On the handoff, this is Jacobs. And they've got it inside the 10 at the 8. Well, fans usually love to see scoring, and there was no shortage of it today. What a dominant showing from an offense that was truly playing at an elite level in this contest.
Partner, this game was over a long time ago. And you noticed they did not want to slow down anything. Absolutely a dream scenario for everyone on that offense.